Alright, what's up, y'all? It is your boy, your man, lowkeymatt, back at it yet again. What's up? With a breakdown slash discussion about Sora's moveset in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We're going to be coming up on it in about 10 days here, as of recording this video. And I just wanted to kind of go over his moveset a bit, kind of discuss what I think about it. Let's get into it. So first off, let's kind of go over his appearance, because I kind of want to gush about that, if you know what I'm saying. Because, oh my god, I love it so much. The various skins that they have for him in this game are amazing in my opinion. They have the 1 outfit, they have the 2 outfit, they have the Dream Top Distance outfit, and the 3 as like the main first 4 players. And going on from player 5 onwards, we have Timeless River, Valor form. They have Ultimate form from Kingdom Hearts 3, which, ooh. They got the Wisdom form in there too as well. They had to include the forms in there somewhat. I personally wanted them to do it in like some sort of gameplay mechanic kind of way, as like a meter or something like that, to lead into a form, but hey, I'll take this. They also made a note about his weight and his jump as well. They made a note that he is a very floaty character, and he is much more lighter than some of the other characters as well. And his jump animation is very similar to the one that is in Kingdom Hearts 1, kind of matching that floatiness style. So hey, I love that they put that in there. His normal attack is what you would expect from Sora, of course drawing from the actual Kingdom Hearts games. He has a 3-hit combo with his Keyblade, as it is in the original games, and it's pretty much similar to how other sword fighters attack. From the gameplay, it feels like it has a little bit more impact. That's just from the sound design, at least that's from what I see. I'm a sound student. I like to pay attention to sound stuff, and it has a lot more punch and crunchiness to it than other swords. I also think that has to do with the shape of the Keyblade as well. His up tilt is just him throwing the Keyblade in the air and spinning it around in the circle, which is not, I don't think, a specific move from the Kingdom Hearts games, but I do remember a lot of times where Sora was like spinning his Keyblade to do an effect or like to block certain like attacks from coming in. So I think that's what they were kind of drawing from that. His down tilt is just him going down to the ground and swinging his Keyblade on the ground. Yeah, it of course makes you less vulnerable to certain kinds of attacks. That's what crouches do usually. And as demonstrated in the video, you can do a combo of tripping up your opponent on the ground and then using an up attack to kind of shoot them up in the air. So that's cool. His side smash is just a more powerful version of him swinging his Keyblade. That's pretty much it to that. His up smash is him throwing his Keyblade up in the air and having some special energy up at the top of it. His down smash is him tilting his Keyblade and smashing it into the ground, a very similar thing to Finishing Leap from Kingdom Hearts 2. It does have a range to it, so it's not going to be in just one specific location. Any enemy in the vicinity of it will get knocked back by it, and you can also use it when someone's on the ledge, and you can just kind of like shoot them off like that. In the air, he also has a backswing as well, which is just him in the air, flipping backwards and shooting his Keyblade like that. That's all there really is to it. His up air attack is him going up and doing kind of like a backflip in the air. I think it's kind of similar to what's in Kingdom Hearts 2, if I'm thinking correctly. And it has 3 stages in it: small, medium, and high jump, going with the 3 combo thing again that Kingdom Hearts implements. His down air, which is an actual move derived from the game specifically, is Hurricane Blast, where he goes down and kind of does a twist in the air and lands on the ground like that. Nothing too much to note about his throws. They're kind of standard. Now for the special moves. Ooh, very special. His neutral special is Magic, which I'm very glad that they implemented that in here. I think they had to. You know, that's kind of a big part of his character. It goes through 3 different spells: Furaga, Thundaga, and Blizzaga, and there's an icon above his profile showing which spell he has on it, which is similar to the command deck icons. It goes in a cycle, so it is not random, thank God. Furaga is just a fireball that he shoots out of the Keyblade. You can do it in quick succession and get multiple ones out of it before you go to the next one. Thundaga, it just shoots 3 lightning bolts down onto the stage, and Blizzaga shoots out ice particles, and once it hits an opponent, they freeze for a few seconds. It's important to note that these effects can be deflected as well, and also be caught and shot back at him, so be careful with that. As shown in the presentation, I think Thundaga is going to be very useful for keeping enemies off the stage. Usually it says in there that all 3 bolts hit them if they get hit by the first one, so very useful for keeping them off the stage. Man, you do not want to be around Sora when you're trying to get back on the stage. There's also no meter to this either, so you can use this in unlimited times as far as I can tell. His taunts also feature magic as well, but of course they don't do anything. There's Stop Aga, Ariaga, and Curaga as well. Hey, can we get Curaga as an actual thing in this? That would be a very helpful move to have. Unfortunately, a Mickey cannot be coming in as a taunt and coming to cheer on Sora. He's gonna have to be in it alone. His side special is Sonic Blade. Oh boy, this one is interesting. So it's just him dashing through the air. You can do it 3 times. It also has the KH lock-on reticle as well, which is really nice to see. Once you activate the attack, you can kind of go in which any direction you want. So it is probably good as a recovery from a fall. Also, with each successive move, the time and distance that you go is shorter as well. So you can't just go at same distance every time. His up special is Aerial Sweep, which is a move that's featured in several Kingdom Hearts games. It's just him going up in the air and doing a little twist up in the air. It's what you would expect from an up special. That's pretty much it. You can combine it with the Sonic Blade to do a pretty good aerial recovery right there from the side of the stage. His recovery moves are very, very good from what I can see here. His down special is Counter Attack, which is pretty much the same thing that's in all Kingdom Hearts games. You block and counter back with a stronger hit, and if you do counter attack a projectile, it does keep going behind you, and it can hit an opponent behind you, and the attack does get multiplied by about 1.4 times. And finally, and most importantly, we have his final smash, which, oh man, he shoots out a keyhole. He puts the opponents behind this door with the Smash logo on it, and then he shoots out and locks the door behind him, and it kind of explodes behind them. When I first saw that in the direct, I was like, ah! So yeah, I love that. Also, when you finish a match and Sora wins, the ending animation is the exact same one from the ending of boss fights in the games. And that's pretty much it for his moveset right there. So I'm just gonna give my overall opinions on what I think of it here real quick. There's nothing too special that stands out. He seems like kind of a typical sword fighter, which is okay with me. I know a lot of people are tired of sword fighters because it seems like there's a lot of them, but in my opinion, it doesn't bother me that much. His stuff kind of stands out a little bit from the other ones. It feels like there's a lot more crunch to it. And there are some moves that he has that are a little OP, like Sonic Blade. That seems like a OP move right there with how it's used and how it can be used for very good recovery. I mean, some other characters have that, but his seems kind of OP in my opinion. And also the magic as well. There's no meter, again, that at least from what I saw on there, so we can kind of use it unlimited amount of times. You do have to cycle through it, but Thundaga, if you're on the side of the stage with Sora and he uses that, you're kind of fucked. But if you're off stage with Sora in general, you're kind of fucked. He is very good at kind of preventing people from getting back on. He's very good with air and offstage attacks. His other moves, nothing too special to note about them, honestly. I like that they took a lot of inspiration from the games themselves. A lot of animations are very similar to it and has some same attacks as well. But, you know, in general, nothing really too special, nothing really too OP except from those few things right there. He seems like a typical normal fighter, which, hey, I'm fine with that. I'm glad that he's not too OP and not too broken, because that would just like break the entire game right there and kind of make it unfair for a lot of other people, like what happened with Bayonetta. My god. So at least he's not like that. I think he is a good character to end out on. I will of course main him because Sora is my man. He is my son, so I have to main my boy. I like what they did with that. So tell me down in the comments below what you think about his moveset. Are you happy with it? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What's your overall opinion? What would you change? Do you think he's a little too OP? Tell me down in the comments below your opinion. Also, make sure to subscribe, like this video, follow me on Twitter, join the Discord server, turn on notifications. Really awesome if you did. This has been Matt, and I will see you guys in the next video, whatever that's going to be. So yeah, bye!